Great.
Okay, perfect. Brother, I forgot that yesterday we had the Italy winning the European contest, no? And maybe a lot of us are sleeping now because we had a big party around
Oh,
Italy, no? Because it was an amazing winner for us. So I will introduce you so you can start, okay?
okay. Okay. I'm just pulling up my slides right now. And then I'll go.
Yes, perfect.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys doing today? Well, I'm super excited to be here with you all today. Um, my name is Derrick Satterfield, and I've been trading in the markets now for 4 years. So, what I want to be able to do for you guys today is share a couple of different ways that you can use Hourglass in conjunction with another way that we can help you expand Hourglass by using one of the products that already comes with HFX. So, like I said, I've been trading for 4 years now. When I saw IM Academy about 3 months ago, I was super excited. And one might be saying, well, why would you join IM Academy if you've already traded before? And the one thing that stuck to my mind was is that I have been dealing with a lot of traders that were advanced, that had already been in the markets, and that were already making a way to make income. And what stuck out most to me is that I had a lot of friends that were asking me, how do you trade? Like, what is this crypto all about? And I had no platform to point them to. Yes, I could send them to YouTube and it could be free, and they would just be fishing around for all types of different information from all types of people. So, what I wanted to do is plug them into a platform that would allow them to have the information that is required to put them onto a strategy that would allow them to be successful. In a couple of 2 to 3 months, I've seen a lot of people become successful versus in the traditional forex way where it may take a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Like I said, I've been trading for 4 years and I consider myself somewhat successful, but there was multiple strategies that I had been through. What I was really looking for was one super strategy that I could use that could really elevate my trading. And through Hourglass and through binary options, we found a way through that. So, what I want to be able to do this morning is break down how you guys can use the binary options with the Hourglass algorithm. And then I want to give you guys a special addition on that. I want to show you how you can also use the Liberty algorithm in conjunction with Hourglass, which is going to expedite your training. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my slideshow and we will just briefly talk about the Hourglass. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you all and then we will jump right in. Okay, so you all should be able to see my screen now. If you can see my screen, just type some ones in the chat group for me so that I know that I have everybody can see my screen. Okay, cool, great. All right, so what we're gonna do this morning, let's talk about high frequency trading and how to cash trap 2.0. Okay, so most of you guys have already known that through Cash Trap, we have our Iron Mastery. We enroll as HFX members, but you also need to know that the Liberty strategy is already included. Okay, but what we do is we add the Hourglass as an add-on. So Liberty comes with those four additional strategies, which I'll point out once we go to the live website. But we all know Hourglass is $22 extra a month, and Hourglass gives us over 200 trade ideas a week. And this is ideal for binaries. Okay. So, one of the things that we do is we learn to earn. So, in order to earn, you need to learn. So, whenever you log into your site, most of you guys may already know this. But if you're brand new with us here this morning, you go and you log into your website, and then you go to IM Center, and then you click on Academies. And then once you click on Academies, you click on HFX Academy. And then that's where you can start watching your first 20 to 30 videos. I would always recommend everyone watch the first 20 to 30 videos. And then once you watch those videos, start taking notes, because this is an academy and it's important that you learn. Okay. The cool thing about what we have in this academy is we have live educators, we have a team. You guys have a huge team in Italy. You have everything established for you guys as far as getting started right away. So if you're on this call and you're brand new, and you just enroll and you've gotten started with the person that put you on, just know that you guys already have a system in place that allows you to jump in and get started fast. So what we want to talk about is trading binary options. Okay. So trading binary options is pretty simple. Forex currency options that come with one or two different options. Either you're going to have a fixed amount or nothing at all. Okay. So contracts can be almost any length of time. We're talking 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay. And your risk to reward is already predetermined through the time of the contract that is required. So generally, a simpler form of trading, okay, because this is easier, okay, for someone especially like me who's been trading traditional forex. Binary options is easier because you're either placing a trade at one point and waiting for the trade to go higher, the price to go higher, or the price to go lower. If the price goes higher, you're obviously looking for a call. If the price goes lower, you're looking for a put. So the payouts are proportion between anywhere between 6 to 85%. Now, me as a trader that's been in the game long enough, like when I'm trading binaries, I only look for trades that are at least a minimum of 70% payout or higher. And we'll talk about that in a few. So there's a couple different broker options, binary cent, pocket options, platinum options, IQ cent, Vibe Forex. And of course, for us Americans, Nadex is a regulated USA broker here. But majority of the traders that I know are using either pocket option or Vide Forex. Pocket option allows you to start a demo account totally free. And what I recommend with demo accounts is that as you are brand new and you're plugging into the system and you're understanding how everything works, you put yourself in a position that you can trade on a demo account, which is not real money, it's paper money. And it allows you to test the theories, test the understandings, and test everything that you're learning without physically losing real money. So everyone that I've sponsored, we've sponsored now over 90 members into this company and into this academy. I've always started them out with a demo account, and I said, look, what I want you to do is um, take your first 20 to 50 trades on a demo account. And once you do that, you're going to be able to see that you're able to either progress, so you can see the areas that you can work on. But within that 20 to 50 trades, I've seen traders go, wow, I've got it now. I understand it. I'm ready to apply real money. So that's just one thing that you want to do, because you got to, guys, you got to remember, this is not an overnight thing. You are looking to create a skill set that is going to last, okay, throughout your trading career. Okay, so that's very important that you don't lead people in a way where you're just like, hey, congratulations, welcome to the team. Tonight we're going to make $1,000, which that's happened before, but that's not going to be the typical case for every single person that joins. So you always want to be realistic and saying, look, give it 30 days, give it 60 days, give it 90 days. Plug into the system, plug into the education, plug into a demo account so you don't lose your real money, because what I'm teaching you is going to be long term. Okay. So, what we have in Hourglass is what I like to call the best trade point system. Now, most of you guys know with Hourglass, they've updated it to Cash Trap 3.0. And I'm going to talk about that, and we'll see and we'll show each other once we log into our Hourglass. But what I want to show you guys is what I was teaching before they updated it, because now that they've updated it, they've made it super simple to see the score actually on the hourglass. But before, when we was using Cash Trap 2.0 or Hourglass, the previous version, this is the system that we was using. We was using what we call the best trade system. It's a point system. That means that every indicator is worth 1 point, and you have a max of 7 points. We would consider 3 points as a good trade. We would consider 4 points as a great trade, and we would consider 5 points as the best trade. Now, according to the new update on Cash Trap 3.0, 5 points is the best point system that you're going to get. It's the biggest score that you will actually see physically on the hourglass. Okay, but we have what I like to call a max 7 points, and I'll show you why. All right, so as we all know, if you see a green arrow up, that indicates a call, and call is equivalent to a buy. If you see a red arrow down, that is equivalent to a put, and put means sell. That would be considered 1 point. Now, we have what we call the stochastic cross. You will see three indicators at the bottom, okay? And the stochastic in the middle with the thicker line representing the stochastic. Whenever that black signal line is crossing down from the red dash line, it is considered a put or a sell, okay? Whenever that black line is crossing up above the green dash line, it is considered a call or a what you would consider a buy. Now, a lot of times where traders get themselves into trouble with this indicator is as price is moving down, let's say below the green, they don't physically wait for the line to cross back over. Okay, so they don't wait for the actual cross going up if it's crossing the green, and they don't wait for the actual cross going down if it's crossing the red. So make sure that you are looking for the stochastic cross, okay? Because if this line is still below green, it is not ready to move up. If the line is still above the red dash line, it is not ready to move down yet. So that's the stochastic cross. Now we use that same information in what we call the relative strength indicator, the RSI. This means that the bottom indicator with the thinner line represents your relative strength indicator. When the black signal line is crossing down below the red dash line, we are looking to sell again, which is considered a put. When the black signal line is crossing up above the green dash line, we are looking to call, which is considered a buy. Now, once we have this, this is considered a point. So far in the last three slides, we've talked about 3 points. Let's talk about our fourth point. Now, the B and S stock is just another form of a stochastic. However, it has been programmed to give us either a S to tell us to sell, or a buy, a B for buy to tell us to buy. Now, the cool thing about this is that this is 9 times out of the 10, this is going to be the last indicator that you see. This will always be the last one that pops up. So if it pops up and you are looking to call and it gives you a B, that's 1 point. If you're looking to sell and it gives you a S, that's 1 point. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Bollinger Bands. See, me, I like abbreviations. So instead of saying Bollinger Bands every single time, I just call it BB. Okay. The red lines are the upper bands. The green lines are the lower bands. And when price is at or inside the red bands, you are looking for a sell position. When price is at or inside the green bands, you are looking for a buy position. When price is sitting on those bands, that is considered 1 point, okay? And we'll do all of this from the live setting when we go look at our hourglass here in a few minutes. All right, now, the next thing that you're gonna notice is you're gonna have a red line and you're going to have a green line. These are horizontal lines, and this is what we call ceilings and floors, or support and resistance, or supply and demand, however you've been trained on it, okay? The arrow at the price is on the red line means that we are looking for a sell, which means the market has hit some form of resistance. Okay, if the arrow is on the green line, we this is what we call the floor. Okay, which means that the price is sitting on some type of support, which would mean you would be looking for a call or a buy. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is the currency meter. Okay. So on the right, you see a picture that says the symbol is GBP AUD, which stands for Great British Pound Australian Dollar. And right below it, you see the type says put. Okay. And then you see the entry 1.80163. You see the time, and then it tells you how many minutes ago this was. Hourglass is designed that every 5 minutes you are going to get an alert. Now, to the right top corner, you see GBP is at 40 and you see odd is at 50. Now, what we're looking for is we're looking for things to align in the currency strength meter. Okay. Now, if we are looking for a call, okay, which means the number on the top or the leading currency, okay, see, GBP is the number on the top, and the leading currency under the symbol is GBP. So that would be the leading currency, which means if this currency is higher slash stronger than the number on the bottom, we would be looking for a call. Now, based off of this information that we have on our screen, it says that we are looking for a put, which means the number on the top or the leading currency is either lower or weaker than the number on the bottom. So if that is the case, that is 1 point. Now, based off of this alert that we see right here, if GBP, if the numbers were reversed, say, let's say GBP was 50 and odd was 40, and it was giving us a put signal, we would not count this as 1 point. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm showing you guys this the old way, okay, is because you need to understand what you're looking at when you look at the market from the new way, which gives you a score. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the currency strength meter, because this is a meter that will give you a quick visual guide which currencies are currently strong and which currencies are currently weak. Okay. So if you guys were to choose the two weakest currencies on this currency meter, what would they be? Type it in the chat. If you have ability to type in the chat, I love participation. I love to make sure that everyone is following me. Looking at the picture on the right, if you were to point out two different currencies, which two currencies would be the weakest? Good. Ricardo says euro odd. Great, Ricardo. So as you guys can see, euro and the odd is the weakest. Now, if you were to point out a currency that was the strongest, which two currencies would you point out that were the strongest? Type it in the chat. Okay, good, Ricardo. CAD knock. Okay, so CAD knock is not actually a currency pair that you can trade, but the euro CAD is a currency that you can trade. The odd CAD is a currency that you can trade. So when you find these currencies where one is very weak and one is very strong, those are the type of currencies that I like to trade, because you're going to put the probabilities in your favor. If everybody understands that, type one in the chat group. Let me just know that you are tracking with where I'm going right here, because you want to set yourself up to be successful. See, this is one thing that I know about trading. You don't have to just scan and look for pairs all day. I like to find the strongest and the weakest pair, put them together, and give myself an advantage in which direction I'm trading in. So if you want to use this chart, you can always go to www.livecharts.co.uk/currency strength. Okay. Now, with that understanding, let's roll right into the point system. So now I just want to break it down for you. Okay. So as you guys know, with the new hourglass, the highest score that they're going to give you is a 5. But when we look at the point system and how it was generated, I want to show you how you can give yourself even more probability and even more understanding to be confident and have clarity in your trade. So, if we are looking to buy the currency, we're looking for a green arrow up, a RSI cross up, a stock cross up, a price in the green BB, which is the Bollinger Band, a price that has a green floor. And if the currency strength is in our favor, that is 6 points. If you actually have the B on the stock, that is 7 points. That's what we call a 7 point trade, where all the things are aligned in your favor. These are the highest probability trades. Now, a 5+ point trade is really the best trade. But if you are looking to master the market, when you find these areas where you have at least 7 points, this is going to accelerate your actual accuracy level, and this is going to give you trades that are normally going to hit with a 90 to 95% strike rate. Now that goes for the same way when you're looking at a put. Okay, red arrow, okay, gives you 1 point. RSI crossing down gives you 1 point. The stock cross down gives you 1 point. The S on the stock gives you 1 point. Price at a red BB, price at a red ceiling, the currency strength top number is lower than the bottom, then that allows you to strike with at least a 7 point. Now, this is what I know with the new cash trap, which I'm gonna pull up here in a second. It is going to give you a max of 5 points. And that max of 5 points is based off of a red arrow, based off of a RSI cross down and stock cross down, okay, based off of a Bollinger Band in a ceiling, which is 5 points. Okay, it does factor in the currency strength and the stock, but the highest score it is going to give you is a 5. Okay, if you understand that, type 1 in the chat group if you understand that. And while you guys are typing 1 and you understand that, I'm going to pull up the actual algorithm. So give me 1 second here. Okay, great. All right, so now let's go look at our algorithm. All right, and I'm going to share my screen with you all. All right, so you guys should be able to see my back office for IM. So if you're brand new, this is what it looks like. You go here, you click IM Center. When you click IM Center, it is going to pull up your Academy products. When you have your Academy products, you click HFX. And when you pull up HFX, it is going to give you Liberty and Hourglass. So if you click on Hourglass, you click this, Hourglass will pop up over here. All right. Now, what I want to be able to show you guys also is that you should always click Liberty and then open Liberty. And once Liberty comes up over here, you're going to also see Liberty. All right. Now, the reason why I'm going to show you this because I'm going to show you a trick. I'm going to show you guys a hack. Okay. How many of you guys, we have 60 participants on here right now. How many of you have been using solely Hourglass? Type yes in the chat if you've been using Hourglass only, okay? If you've been using Hourglass only, type yes in the chat, okay? Cool. All right, so what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to show you guys how to really expedite your training by using your products, okay? Because if you didn't recognize, Liberty is the algorithm that came with HFX. Hourglass is an add-on. And Hourglass is an add-on because Hourglass allows you to use the point system. Okay. Now, when you can combine the point system and Liberty, it is super powerful. So I just want to give you guys a couple examples. All right. So let's take, for instance, let's click on USD JPY. All right. So as of right now, let's just go through our system. As of right now, you could see it's giving you 1 point for the arrow. Okay. It's giving you 1 point for being inside of the Bollinger Bands. It's giving you 1 point for the resistance here. Okay. The red line. And then it's giving you another point for the sell opportunity. But as you can see, the RSI and the stock, okay, down here, and let me just move this a little bit. so you guys can see this a little bit better. And I'm gonna just point out a couple things and then I will move it back. So it's giving you an S here. You can see here that the RSI in stock is in between the lines. So it's in between the lines. So it's not giving you a point for that. Okay. And then you can see down here, we are in between the lines again. Okay. So with this right here, it is just giving you a put score of a 4. Now, what I want to be able to show you guys is, as you can see from the way this market is moving, that the Bollinger Bands were once pointing down here on the red aspect, and they were pointing down here on the green. So this is just logic and information. If the green is pointing down and the red is pointing down, price is moving down, okay? If the green is pointing up and the red is pointing up, price is moving up. If you see how the bands start to squeeze together, that lets you know that the market is consolidated and moving sideways. And the reason being, it's 6:30 a.m. Eastern time frame, and at 6:30, the pre-New York sessions are starting to open. So price starts to slow down and waits for the market to open on in New York. So what I want to be able to do now is I want to be able to let me click back over here and click back on USDJPY. And now you see that it's giving you a call score of a 1. This is the type of trade that we would not want to take, because basically it's saying you the only thing what we have from points is an arrow. But now what I want to be able to do, guys, is I want to be able to show you how you can combine Liberty with that. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to type USDJPY. And as this pulls up, okay, as this pulls up over here, um, I'm going to show you how you can really take your trading to the next level. Okay. So when I go over here and I type in USDJPY, you're going to see that the algorithm brings this up. Okay. It shows you Liberty algorithm. And this is the same. Okay. I want everybody to understand that the same price movement with the candlesticks are the same price movement over here. All right, so this is the M5 time frame, which is 5 minutes. Okay, and over here on Liberty, this is 5 minutes also. Okay, so this is what I want to show you guys as we um, shrink this down. Okay, so as you can see on USDJPY, we have the market just literally consolidating and moving sideways. On Liberty, if we go back over here and we look. This is showing 1460. Hold on one second. Let me just double check something. So 0330. It doesn't appear. Hold on one second. Just want to double check something. Okay, so I do recall that Liberty, and I'll show you. What I'll do is I'll make sure that I have the recording put out for you guys, because I recorded a training for the entire team, and we have the link for that. So I'll make sure I get you guys the link for that, because right now the Liberty algorithm, I did receive a message saying that the Liberty algorithm was being updated, because as you can see, this is from 9 July at 4 o'clock. So it's not actually updating right now. Okay. But what I want to be able to show you is that I'll go back here and I'll just give you an example. Okay. Um, so basically what I'm sharing with you guys is that while using the hourglass, you can use Liberty to your advantage, okay? And basically you can take a same pair, you could take, like, let's just say Euro USD, and you can go down to the M5 time frame, and this is what I want to show you. So let's say Euro USD, okay, on the M5 time frame. What I want everybody what I want everybody to do, yes, this morning, Liberty, I seen in the chat group, Liberty ain't working properly this morning. That's correct because they are updating it. I emailed support last night asking why I wasn't working. They said that they were in the process of an update. So we should get it back very soon, but Hourglass is working fine. But this is what I want to be able to show you guys. All right. So looking at my current screen right now, what do you see the most? Do you see buyers or sellers? What do you see the most? Everybody type in the chat group, what do you see the most looking at my screen? Does the algorithm tell you that you should be buying the market or selling the market? Okay, cool. Everybody saying buy. Gianna said buy. All right. Anna said buy. Federico buy. Okay, cool. So if the algorithm over here is showing you that you should be buying the market, this is your priority when you're looking at Hourglass. So if I was to go to Euro USD on Hourglass, okay, and I know this was previously, so I'm gonna have to go back over here. And this was this large area right here. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you this area that we were looking at. All right. And let me just shrink this a little bit. And I'll shrink this a little bit. And then I'll shrink this. Okay. And now we're gonna key in on this. So you're not gonna have the actual put signs and everything, but you're still gonna have the price action. Okay, so this was the same area. Let's go back over here to Hourglass. This was 9 July, okay, at pretty much 6 o'clock in the morning. And let's go to our Hourglass and let's find the same time frame. Okay, so here at 9 a.m. Okay, all right, let me just auto this real quick and show you guys the same area. So this was the same area right here. So this is what I want to show you guys. This is how you can take your trade into the next level. If the Liberty algorithm was telling you to do nothing but buy on the M5 time frame, okay, which is the same time frame that we use on our Hourglass, do you see how you could have prioritized nothing but buys in this area? Okay, so if the algorithm is telling you to buy, then these are the areas here, okay? These are the areas here on the charts where you should have been maximizing your abilities to buy. So Bollinger Band on the bottom here, giving you support, taking you higher. Bollinger Band on the bottom with support, taking you higher. Double B's down here saying buy, the RSI and the stock crossing over, 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, 6 point trades, showing you how price was moving up. Okay. Everybody type one in the chat group if you see what I'm saying about using the Liberty to give you more power to use Hourglass. You still want to be able to use Hourglass, but the Liberty can give you a great sense of direction. If the algorithm is showing me nothing but buys, then when I go to my Hourglass, I can prioritize what looks like buys. Okay, so on this, when we get here again, you can see the market created a floor right here. We were inside of the Bollinger Bands. We were respecting the estimated moving average that was coming through here. You see this long green line that was coming through here. We were respecting that. We bounced off of our black moving average line right here. We had a floor. We had a buy right here. The algorithm and the RSI and the stock was crossing up, Do you see how now you can put yourself in awesome trades? Okay, so look here. We already knew on the algorithm on Liberty, it was saying that we should buy. Okay, buy, buy, buy. So the only thing that I'm focusing on is not actually trying to take a put, but I'm focusing on buying the market, calling the market. Look here, the price gives us two green areas right here, which just shows us that this was a area of a support. You can pretty much see that this entire area right here was a support area. So because it was a support area, then guess what? I would be looking to take my trades out of this area. And because I would be looking to take my trades out of this area, look what you see. You have another B, you have another B, you have another cross up here, you have another cross up here, and it's giving you multiple confirmations that you should be buying. Now, what I want you guys to also recognize, okay, is that we are trading from the M5 time frame. So what that means is that when the market is starting to move in the upward direction, look how much time it gives you. It gives you 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, almost 40 minutes of price action moving up. As a trader, do you see how now you can capitalize off of this? Because most of you guys have been taught to take 3-minute trades. And this is what I need you to know. If you're using a broker that allows you to roll over, and roll over, if you're not familiar, guys, just means that, say I went into my trade for 3 minutes, okay? And I'm in my trade for 3 minutes and I see that price is not where I want it to be, I have the option to roll over one time. And if I roll over one time, that now gives me another 3 minutes in my trade, okay, which gives me a total of 6 minutes, okay. And now I'm in my trade and price doesn't seem like it's still working out. If I roll over again, I'm not just rolling over for 3 minutes, I'm rolling over for 6 minutes. So it actually puts you in your trade for a total of 12 minutes. Type one in the chat group if you understand this. For anyone that is using rollover, okay, it is important that you understand that this how rollover works, okay? 3 minutes, your first rollover gives you another 3 minutes. And if you roll over one more time, it doesn't give you 3 minutes, it gives you 6 minutes. So it puts you in a trade for a complete time of 12 minutes. Now, let me ask you something. If you had the ability to be in a trade for just 12 minutes, would it be the same as rolling over 3 times or 2 times? Type yes in the chat group if you understand that being in a trade for 12 minutes right out of the go is the same as rolling over 2 times. Okay. So the reason why I'm asking you guys that, because imagine you took your trade here and you ended up rolling over 2 times. You would end up being in your trade 12 minutes, which would put price somewhere up here, which would allow you to still be profitable. Okay. So the reason why I'm showing you guys this is because if you can go to Liberty and find the direction of the market from the M5, just using logic, okay, the logic is the market is telling me to buy. The logic is the market is telling me to buy. So do you understand that you now put yourself in a better position buying the market versus trying to place a put, which is okay because you're still going to use everything that you learn. And these are still going to give you 5 scores, 4 scores, 5 scores, 4 scores, 5 scores. So you're still aligning yourself with the algorithm and the way it works. It's just now you're taking trades in the right direction versus taking trades against the way that the market is moving. The market is moving up. So anything going against it is taking a trade in the opposite direction of the long-term move. Does everyone understand that? Type one in the chat group if you understand that, okay? If everyone understands that, that is simply how I use the hourglass in conjunction with the Liberty algorithm. I'm constantly looking for the direction of the market in the algorithm. And then whenever I come back to hourglass, I'm looking to take those trades. I'm looking to position myself in a place where I can take those trades. So this is what it looks like. I'm looking to take trades here, okay? I'm looking to take trades here. I'm looking to take my trades here. I'm looking to take my trades here. I'm looking to take trades here. The market is telling me to buy. I'm looking to take trades in all of these areas where the market is telling me to buy. Okay. And when you can do that, guys, this is what's going to happen. You're going to see your accuracy rate go up. You're going to see your confidence go up. You're going to see your belief go up. You're going to see your clarity go up. And you're going to be taking high accuracy trades using Hourglass along with using Liberty as a guidance. Okay. That's all we're doing with Liberty. We're using it as a guidance to the direction that we need to be trading with. And then we're using our Hourglass based off of our point system to give us extra confirmation. Okay. So if everybody understands that, let me get some 777s in the chat group. I hope that this information could excel your trading. I hope that, this can give you some confidence. I hope that this can give you some clarity in how to use Hourglass and how to use Liberty at the same time. Unfortunately, Liberty is down right now because it's been updated. But what you can do as a trader is you can always go back and back test. That's what we have the ability to do, to always go back and back test the market. Okay. So what I want to do is just give you one more example. Okay. So let's just look at USD CAD. Okay. So let's look at USD CAD. And right out the gate, guys, you're going to see that there was a huge drop in USD CAD as far as price. So what I want to do is I want to go over here to Liberty real quick, and I just want to type in USD CAD. Okay. Now, once it pull up, I'm going to go down to the 5 minute, and this is what I'm going to show you guys. Okay. And let me just, I like to go in settings, okay, and then I like to go to background, and I like to turn these white because I like to have my chart as clear and clean as possible, okay? So let me ask you guys real quick, and this is my last example. What do you see the most on US CAD? Do you see buyers or sellers? What do you see the most? Buyers or sellers? Type it in the chat group what you see the most, buyers or sellers. Okay. Everybody's saying sell. Cool. So look, this is what I know. If you guys can read this, whether you're brand new or whether you're experienced, you're already good enough to make money in the market. Okay. All you have to do is follow what the algorithm says. Okay. And we've taught you the system. So you see sellers, 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 sellers. I don't see any buyers right here. Okay. So if you don't see any buyers here, why would you be buying the market? Okay. Let's go to Hourglass. Now, that big area that we was talking about was here. Okay, all of those sellers. Now, do you see how we can position ourselves? Okay, this was clearly resistance. Okay, this was clearly resistance. This was clearly resistance. This was clearly resistance. And it just kept going on and on and on. This was clearly resistance, and the market kept going lower and lower. So with that, look how we can come over here and we can follow along. Okay, the market had a huge area of resistance here, which, look how it aligns with all of our points. Look how the RSI crossed down, RSI crossed down, RSI crossed down. All of these RSI cross downs and RSI and stock cross downs align with what we already know. We already knew that the market was selling. Why? Because the Liberty algorithm told us they were selling. So when we go back to Hourglass, guys, we are looking to put ourselves in position to take our trades here, here, here. Okay. You can see the red lines, which is points. You can see the Bollinger Bands, which is points. You can see that these were puts. Obviously, the currency strength was in your favor. Obviously, you had sales on your stock and B. You had crossovers. You had all of the points aligning in your favor to make these trades from this area. So you could have taken multiple trades throughout the day, just waiting on the market to give you an opportunity to sell versus trying to put yourself in a position to buy down here. Now, I'm not saying that you can't buy in these areas, because as you advance yourself in your skill set and your knowledge and your experience, then of course I take some of these buys all the time, because I know that I'm just going to be in the market for a few minutes and I'm going to be out. But I know if I'm looking for a long term direction, I know that the market is moving down. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys one more example of how that worked. I hope that example brings some light to how I use Liberty in conjunction with Hourglass and how I'm able to advance my trading at a higher level of accuracy. Okay, so that is my time this morning. I appreciate all of you guys being on here. This was a great webinar. I hope you learned something this morning. Over 60 people on here this morning. Just plug yourself into the system, plug yourself into the training, plug yourself into the knowledge that is being provided in this academy, and it can take you places. I've seen more successful traders in the last 6 months than I've seen in the last 4 years using this strategy. So wherever you are in your trading today is a great day to just get focused, get locked in, and I can't wait to see what you guys do. So, Alessandro, thank you for everything, bro. Thank you for letting me do this. We are going to be doing this a couple of more times. So, tomorrow, I believe, Alessandro, we are doing this at noon Eastern time, my time. So, that would be 6 p.m. your time. And then we're going to do this again Thursday morning at 6 a.m. So, this is what I want to tell you. If you have people that are in your organization that are looking to advance their trading, have them plug into this training that I'm gonna give you guys for the next couple of days. I know that the Liberty algorithm will be back up, so it'll be easier for us to just go real time and see the same thing. So I hope that this information was enough to help you guys out this morning. I'm super excited for what you guys are doing. Man, you guys are just rocking it over there in Italy. I know we're planning a big Americans come to Italy in November. Me and my wife, we are booked. We are like, we're going no matter what. We're going to go to Italy. We're going to celebrate with all the champions and the leaders over there. And I'm just super proud of what you guys are doing. Shout out to Andrea. All right, P2000 in about 20 days. That guy is crushing it. I see you, brother. I'm super excited for you and your mom. I remember talking to you guys a couple of weeks ago. So I'm just excited for you guys. I'm excited for the direction that you're going and for the whole Italy team, man. You guys are on fire. You have a rock star leader in Alessandro, man. If you guys don't follow him, I will follow him through the brick wall for you guys. Just amazing. I'm telling you guys, just stick with this guy. Just stick with these guys. Stick with these leaders in Italy. You guys are taking this thing to the next level, and it's being noticed from a company level. Like the entire company is like, oh my gosh, what is happening in Italy? Okay, so just like you guys are champions in soccer and football, whatever you guys call it, you are champions on the charts. You are champions in the business. You should be sharing this with every single person that you know because we know that this is a way to make extra income. We know that this is a skill set that once it's in your brain, once you have it locked in, once you've trained yourself, no one can take it away from you. As long as the financial markets are working, as long as the platforms are available for you to plug in, no one can ever take that away from you. It's a skill set that's deep rooted inside your brain that allows you to sit down, okay? Allows you to be in front of your computer, allows you to trade anywhere in the world. Okay, so when you have that ability and when you have that skill set that no one can take away from you, that's what I call freedom. Okay. And I know you guys all want to be free. So, man, congratulations on the growth of your team. Congratulations on everything that you're doing. Plug into this training tomorrow and then plug into this training on Thursday and then take the information that I'm giving you, apply it, and see what happens to your life in the next 30 days, the next 60 days, the next 90 days, and put as many people on as you can. Okay. So, thank you, Alessandro, for your time this morning. It is always a pleasure to work with you and the Italian team. I'm forever grateful for you guys. We love you guys. We can't wait to see you guys in November, and let's keep rocking it out.
Thank you very much, Derek. It was amazing. Thank you very much. We cannot wait to see you again. Thank you.
Okay. Thank
Bye.
you guys.
Ragazzi, colgo